sunny day going to school, and I'm a bit overdressed again because tonight I'm going out for a dinner in Carlton. Nothing really particular for today. It's just another day of me being in the office and working on my thesis and then going out tonight. I probably don't have that many chances left to record this PhD diaries. So yeah, come with me for a day in my life as a PhD candidate. Hello and welcome. This is Yahua, currently in Melbourne, Australia, with a few months left to submit my PhD thesis. As some of you might know, I asked for an extension for an extra 6 months to work on my thesis. It sounds like a lot of time, but I feel like I'm being chased by the deadline every single day. Last time I mentioned that I plan to work on my introduction and conclusion chapters. I have started working on them. However, I also felt the need to edit some text that I wrote in 2021 and 2023. It doesn't sound like a long time ago, but when I look back at my old text, even just a chapter I wrote a year ago, I was completely not satisfied with them. Maybe the stuff that I wrote was like shit, or perhaps I grow. Who knows? Anyway, I have to pause on the intro and conclusion and turn to editing the chapters I wrote a while ago, which took way longer than I imagined. So these days, nothing really exciting going on as I mainly prioritize my thesis writing, rewriting, and editing. My daily life also became very repetitive, but also peaceful because I know that sometimes you need to repeat your routine to achieve something. Just finished lunch and now I'm heading to Mark's office. Today is so hot. It's giving like a summer vibe because the maximum degree is 30 degrees, I think. But then it's this annoying spring weather that they have pollen everywhere, hay fever everywhere, so it's pretty annoying. I drive cold a lot when I'm staying outdoors. I'm helping Mark to return this book by Sherry Turkle. I read this book like a couple years ago, and I think it's one of the books that sparked my academic interest. She's mainly talking about how digital technologies help people to be more connected while being disconnected from people at the same time. That's why it's called Alone Together. I used to really enjoy studying in Value Library. That's the library behind me. But ever since I started my PhD, I have an office myself. I haven't really been going to the library a lot because I also don't need to borrow books that often. It's good to be back from time to time. I think the whole office is empty now because right now it's almost 6:30. Most of the time people would leave around 6 o'clock, but I think the person sitting next to me, he probably gonna come back and work until late night. But now I'm making my way to the restaurant and have dinner with Celia. This is the strangest weather ever. Right now it's 20 degrees, but look at this. The maximum was 31 degrees. That's why I dressed for the wrong season now. It was so hot earlier today, like during lunchtime. I remember how hot it is. And then I was like inside my office and I didn't notice that the weather is like getting cooler outside until just now I went out to get some water and I was like, how can it become so cold outside? It's good that Celia is also coming tonight. She's coming from home so she can also grab the coat for me or else I'm gonna get freezing at night. The restaurant that I was heading to was on Lygon Street, which is just a few minutes walk away from Melbourne Uni. Every time I come to Lygon, it reminds me of the time when I was living there and the early days of my PhD. It's just amazing how time flies. Celia and I are big fans of Italian food. We have focaccia, gnocchi, and all the stuff that we enjoy eating. And we have a great night trying out the new menu from an old restaurant that we often visit.
Anchovy 太咸了，我觉得 anchovy 罐头。
And we ended the night with tiramisu, treating ourselves after a day of work.
Welcome back to Yahua's channel.
This is a goodbye.
Oh, bye everyone. Have a good night.